afternoon, I think it is. How's everybody doing? It's a little loud here. There's a lot of wind here today. I couldn't, it's not loud enough here. Let me see, it'll be a little bit better, we'll see. Couldn't find any parking today at Logan Airport, so I decided to come to Tampa. Very, very loud. A lot of wind. How you doing, Betsy? What else we got here? I'm trying to read my screen here. Cece, Kelly, Sean, Debt Rigs. All kinds of people on here. For some reason, I won't be able to get the chat on the screen, but I can see the chat, so I can at least read the chat. But how you guys doing? I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today. What's this coming? I got some crazy planes here today. A lot of new planes here that we don't usually see. We do see this one in Logan, but during the day, not as often. But yeah, just so you guys know, we're at Tampa Airport. And I'm just trying to get rid of these sounds here. There's so much wind. It's crazy. There we go. I'll try that out a little bit. Tampa Airport. About an hour from where I'm staying this week on vacation. Having some fun here. Got here a little bit early, went over to the terminal there. Went around, looked at the different restaurants and everything to check out what it was like. I've never been to Tampa Airport before. That was pretty cool. And now we're here. We're actually in the economy garage, splitting the two runways. So we got runways on both sides of us. Button work, there we go. So we got the blue runway on our right and the red runway on our left. The red one is the primary one for landing, taking off for big planes. The right one will be used for a bunch of stuff as well. And the yellow one I've not seen any activity on. It's the shorter of all of them, I believe. So mostly using 01 left for landings and takeoffs, and 01 right for some landings and some takeoffs, depending on where the planes are coming from here. You can see we got United on one side. Take that off the screen here so you can see here. So over here we have United over here and a bunch of those kind of planes. And on the other side here, we have a little bit of everybody else. I've seen Frontier over there. Southwest, Avianca, and we have, where'd it go? There we go. We got a Breeze Airlines just coming in. So we got Breeze down here as well. So all kinds of stuff down here today. I will do my best to narrate what's going on here. The wind is really strong. There's nothing I can really do. It's just that strong. My field mic is turned down a lot. Otherwise, that's it turned up. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we have a next flight taking off. One left. We have a Breeze. Oh, sorry. Another thing that's happening here too is the cell service is good, I believe. I don't think we're having any issues with this, but the flight radar is a little bit slow. So next we have American Airlines taking off, heading to Philly, a Philly special already. An A321, flight 3062. Just so much noise here today. Just between the wind and everything. There we go. we got AJ Ryder, Betsy, how you doing? Jay Ruda, Captain Mickey, how are you? What else we got here? Spectral Whispers, how are you? All kinds of people here today. Hopefully my flight radar will wake up again. But I love Florida. It's just so flat here. It's really cool. All right, next to arrive, we have a Louisville Southwest coming in to Tampa. And hopefully I can see it. We'll see what happens here. So we can see the approach. If I turn the camera all the way around, we'll be able to see the approach. It'll mostly be takeoffs we'll be able to see today. So I am not in Boston today. I am in Tampa, Florida. I'm actually on vacation. How do plane spotters do vacation? They go to the airports and they have some fun at the airports. Yeah, ATC has a lot of static. I'm going to turn it down a little bit just because it is a lot of people heavy on the trigger. They don't release it after they're done talking. What else we got here? We have a Southwest that's going to be taking off on one right. I'll be heading to Houston, so I'll be the runway to our right. We got a Frontier airline. I might just turn this down a lot because this is very, very staticky, very loud. Yeah, Kevin, when am I coming to Texas? I don't know when I'm coming to Texas. I was surprised I was coming here. We should have a Delta taken off, I believe, heading to Atlanta at A321. Oh, it's already there. So flight radar today is not very dependable for me. Flight radar 24, I should say, not 21. Had a private plane come in from let's see where to go here. There it is, West Palm Beach. So over to the right, I can almost see it. I think this way. I believe I can see it. My camera might be in the way. We have all the private planes and some non-private planes all parked over here to the right. So let's see. Let's come out of here. That's a dark plane there. I'm not sure what that one is. We have. We have the Buccaneers Stadium over there in the distance, but also over here we have FedEx, and there's a couple MD-11s over here. We have this MD-11, and we got a Southwest taking off, heading to Houston on one right. You can tell by the engine roaring down the runway. We'll see it in 1 second here. Like Baltimore, this one is very heavy on Southwest. Let me see. Yeah, Bruins lost last night. Celtics won, so hey, we got a little bit of everything there. Get Daniel Slack, hi from UK. How you doing, Daniel? All right, let's see what my flight radar is not telling me. We have a American Airlines 737-800 lining up for arrival, coming in from Reagan, which I did there last Wednesday with Penske Planes. Man, that was incredible. That location was so cool. Can't wait to go there again sometime. It's not as crazy as Logan here. It's a little slower, but still fun, still enjoyable. All right, we have Breeze Airlines coming down here. It's going to be heading to, if I can find it. Oh, just had an American land. Oh, taking off. Sorry, taking off. That's heading to Charlotte. Actually, not. This is, yeah, it's heading to Charlotte. A321. And we have Breeze Airlines. Heading down somewhere to take off, but it's going to be heading to Pensacola. There's another airlines we do not see at Logan. We do see it at TF Green, which I got to get a show there for sure. Big in Manchester as well and everything. I got one left taking off. And for some reason my flight radar is not registering what's down there. Is WestJet. I assume heading to a Canadian location. Yep, heading to Toronto. Just popped up on my radar, finally. And we get that breeze come around the corner here, heading to one right, heading to Pensacola. They do have a cool train system here, too. I can find it here. There it is. I hopped in this train here, brought me from, I'm in the economy parking garage, and this is more exciting than most of the rides in the amusement parks in the area here. It is absolutely crazy. It's on wheels, it drives. Come out of this tunnel here, yeah. All automated. Big window in the front there. Definitely a interesting ride for sure. All right, breeze is just about lined up. See anything coming in right now? At least on. Oh no, there's an American Airlines coming in from DC. There it is. I don't know if we can see it through the gates here. I see it briefly. So I wasn't too concerned about not setting up over there because there's a whole bunch of trees. You can't see anything through the trees. And there's buildings and stuff as well. But we can see it when it finally lands. Coming in from DCA. I just had a Logan whale. Oh, that's Breeze getting ready to take off. Alright, here comes Breeze. I can hear it roaring down the runway. It is nice here today. It is nice out in general. We got just puffy clouds in the sky, but a nice blue sky. What's it got here? It's CC. I turned the AC down a little bit just because it was very staticky. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. See if they get any better. Alright, coming in now, we have United Airlines coming in from Chicago, an A321neo, flight 1834. I don't know if I've ever seen a neo United Airlines at Logan. They're usually 737s, I thought. Alex, how you doing? Yeah, just so you guys know, I won't be able to put the chat on the screen today. Some weird thing happened. I'm not sure what's up with my computer. My computer's been acting weird the last couple streams. But I will read the chat and announce the chats that make things interesting. Alright, United Airlines coming in from Chicago. Where is it? Might be able to see it through the gates here. Let me see. There it is. So when I say see it through the gates, I just call it these different parking garage obstructions gates. It is beautiful here today. So nice. More gates. There it is. Then it'll go out of sight and it'll come out behind the side of the building here. Like I said, there's a bunch of trees there. So that's why I didn't really set up over there. And I also wanted to get both runways, if I could. Someone's asking, what stadium do we see over here? So over here we have the Raymond James Stadium from the Buccaneers. Can't see the pirate ship from here, it's inside, but so that's right here, right next to us. Really close. I think I showed you guys before. We had Sorry, a FedEx, MD-11 over here, and to the left, a UPS one. I'm not sure if they're being used. That looks a little wrapped up there. Maybe not being used, but that's over here as well. And I'm not sure what this is over here. This like an outdoor garage. That guy was revving his engines up a while ago. But pretty cool. All right, what we got coming in here next? Let's see. We have United Airlines. That's already landed. We have my computer slowly catching up to stuff. We have a NetJets coming in from Teterboro. Cessna Citation Latitude. That's landing on one right, it looks like. Can I see one right from here? The approach, at least. Not as well. There's too many obstructions. Maybe I can see a little bit of the approach. Let me see. It is behind me. Over that dome thing up there somewhere. Saw some flashing lights up there. Yeah, I guess I can't see it from there. All right, well, everyone, how you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight, sitting here at Terminal B parking garage. No, I'm sitting here at Tampa International Airport. I'm on vacation this week, and this is how plane spotters do vacation. They go to random airports and start filming planes. I guess that's how we do these things. Yeah, and just having some fun. Big Southwest presence here, so we'll have a lot of Southwest taking off as well here. What else we got? St. Petersburg is to our left. I could see some takeoffs earlier. They don't have as much flow as this place has on this side. So I'm not going to really strain myself to find anything going on there. But yeah, just having some fun here. Hope you're joining us. Hit that like button if you aren't here. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me on some of these random times that I'm out here. I actually get two Southwests heading out here. All right. The other one here, there's the other one. So yeah, all that YouTube-y stuff. We got a store. You can get t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, dog bandanas, cups, all that kind of fun stuff, stickers. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off your entire purchase. We have the PayPal tip jar. We have Instagram. We have a Discord site with multiple channels on it. I post the Boston liveries out there as much as I can. On vacation, it's been tough because I've had a very random and sporadic Wi-Fi, depending on where I am. But when I can, I'll try and post it out there. So feel free to do all that stuff, all those YouTube-y things. We have memberships here, super chats, all that fun stuff. But just enjoy. I'm not expecting a lot out of this show. This is not as busy as a Logan airport, but it's still different and pretty cool. I think I just saw a garage door open over here. What's this? So we got a DHL in the garage over there. Any jets in the north hangar? We got a bunch of, we got a United and two Southwest lining up to take off. The north hangar, I would assume, is on the other end of the airport. Down there somewhere. We had some Frontier plane in there, I think I saw. Is that Grizzly? Looks like maybe a Meerkat or something. I'm not sure what that is. All right, so we got one left clear to land. That would be a Delta coming in from Boston. All right, 737, flight 1362. But before that even happens, we have a bunch of planes taking off on one right. But, oh, man, a Boston flight. I don't know. Maybe I have to keep that one in line here. Where is it? There it is. We do have a Southwest taking off, heading to Raleigh, Durham. We'll get the takeoff. We'll get this Boston as it comes back around here. Southwest, and there's that Boston flight that's coming. One that just came in was Delta 737 800. We got a Frontier backing up there. Oh, it looks like it hops the rabbit. Is that who it is? It is hops the rabbit livery. That's backing up over there. I like hops the rabbit. All right, next taking off, we have United Airlines heading to Newark. 737 MAX 8, flight 560. I believe I was on the train going to the terminal from here with a family on this flight. And they're getting ready for takeoff. Safe travels to that family. They had a whole bunch of kids. Actually, they were pressed against the front window of the tram the whole ride. And we were all saying how this is better than any of those amusement park rides they went on around here. All right. Next taking off will be another Southwest. They'll be heading to Chicago, 737-800, flight 1945. So I do see a plane coming in. It's like a Delta 757, which is odd. It seems like it's here already. I don't know. All right. Coming in from Atlanta. Yeah, it's tough when you can't see the full approach. You don't know where things are. All right, and that Delta flight number was 1720. 757-200. Now we have a Southwest taking off to Chicago. It seemed to be taking off on one right and landing on one left. All right, got that Frontier flight on the move. Hops the rabbit. It's going to be heading to Houston. Go, we got hops. Cute little bunny. And we got Southwest coming in. From somewhere. Pittsburgh, 737 MAX 8. Flight 3947. Hops here while it's going down traffic on the highway here. I think it's just going to drive the whole way. It's not going to go on the airplane, on the runway. So that'll go out of sight. It's Hops in the woods. All right. This will go out of sight here and turn around and take off on one left. All right, we got United Airlines taking off on one right, heading to Chicago, 737 MAX 9, flight 2179. It's going to be rolling around in a second. There's the wind, nice. So I hope you guys just enjoying this. I'm just having some fun, just having some vacation, and hey, why not? I had all my equipment with me from the ride down, stopping at Baltimore last Tuesday with Pensy Planes, and then I stopped at DCA on Wednesday, that was spectacular. Both those airports, DCA with the flying right over your head, it was crazy. We had a bird strike on there. I have to edit that out, make a little short out of that thing. A bird strike, plane wobbled, took off, went back around, came around again, didn't land, went around one more time. So it was a little bit crazy out there, but it was just really cool to see it. All right, what we got here? We got Cece. Thank you. Donation. Thank you so much, Cece. $10 taking LAF on the road. I'm not sure I was taking LAF on the road or taking it on vacation with me. Either way, thank you so much. Terminal app with we got Starbucks today. That'd be nice. I haven't had a Starbucks in a long time. All right, we'll check on Hops here, see how he's doing. Hops has got to be out there somewhere. Yeah, Cece, thank you so much. So cool. Alrighty, here's something. So the frequency 119.5 for everything, which is really good. Sometimes at Logan they have two different frequencies, one for takeoffs, one for land, one for one runway, one for the other runway. But this one, you're using one frequency for everything. So that went pretty well. Hey Scott, hey, come on down if you want, Scott. I gotta put you in the passenger seat if you want to come down here. All right, we have American Airlines coming in. You can see that one. Coming in from Fort Worth. The screen's getting a little choppy here. What's happening? Had the problem last time with heat on these things on the computer. The wind is really good today. Got a good airflow. We'll see what happens with that today. Actually, we do have a plane coming in, so I think Hops may be taking his time. We have an American coming in from Charlotte. This is there we got Hops. He's on. All right. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a go around or something. They were pretty close. As Hops is jumping right up, as its namesake says. And that American should be here any second. Yes, that was pretty close. That was a Reagan takeoff and approach, which were also very close the other day. could get the same frame. You could get the plane taking off and plane landing at the same time. Is that plane making all this noise in here again? Where was it? Yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a wind chamber or what this is over here. But it's the planes just sit here and just revving like crazy, or I'm not sure what the thought is behind it. All right, next to arrive, 757 coming in from Detroit. Thank you, Pensy Planes. Pensy, you were invited, but I'm not sure if you would, I'm sure you would have stayed down here. Yeah, so I just keep randomly hearing this just gunning sound over there. All right. Hope you guys are just having fun. That's all I'm doing, is having fun here. Watching gate personnel do their stuff. Have the gusting wind blowing me around here. So I'm going to take the lens off this camera here so it's not a sail. And we should have Delta 757 coming in. Should be here in about 2 seconds. Detroit. Turn up my volume a little. All right. Then the wind comes in. That's another thing too. I'll try and speak louder. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. We'll see what happens. All right, we have a Frontier America. Oh, the Frontier America's Green Airlines, like their flagship plane, 4th for arrival, according to the chat here. Next we have Air Canada Rouge coming in from Toronto. We got the Frontier coming from Philly, a Philly special. That's the American Green Airline. And we have another Breeze coming in from Charleston. All these crazy planes. And then another Frontier coming in. And it's the Tico, the two-toed sloth. Nice. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, Logan, we get the Frontier planes. We get those usually in the morning, and they're gone by noon or so. And we only get a couple. I think we've had, since I've been here, it's been at least 2 or 3 Frontiers playing around out here. So that's been pretty cool to watch. All right, let me get this next plane coming in here. A little bit different here when you're in the south. You have to put on sunscreen, and you touch something and it's covered with sunscreen oil. All right, didn't help much, but we'll see what happens. I just got a big blob of sunscreen on my screen instead. All right, where's that Rouge? That's coming in over at Belmar Gardens, coming in from the south. We have a Southwest here on the right side, the one right side. Looks like it's heading out for takeoff. It's gonna be heading to Fort Lauderdale, just the other side of the peninsula here. I going to MCO? I will probably not go to MCO. MCO is not very favorable to plane spotters. And I'm on vacation. I don't want to deal with stress. Next flight in, coming in from through the gates here. Coming in Air Canada, Rouge. I don't know if that like the Spirit Airlines of Canada, I'm not sure. But the wind is gusting right through the nose of this plane, so it's a little higher than the previous planes that have come in. Cars are messing me up when I see a car go by. I think it's the plane. Alright, just so you guys know, if we do lose something, I will get back as soon as I can. Jean-Michel, thank you so much for the support. So cool. $10 from Jean-Michel. Awesome. Alright, we have Southwest taking off, heading to Fort Lauderdale. Just popping across the peninsula. Hear that prop sound? It is just this plane in here in this alley here. If you know what that is, let me know. They're just revving the engine up there and testing it out, it looks like. Walter, how you doing? Like I said, here at Tampa International location. Staying up the road, up Route 4, and I don't even know what town I'm actually staying in, Davenport. So we're up there with family and stuff, having some fun. And I was an hour away from here. Everyone was going to different places, and I'm like, hey, I can just go to Tampa. Why not? I said I have all my equipment. So we got a Philly special coming in, A21neo, flight 4807. It is the America's Green Airline livery for Frontier. Let me see if I can find it. I just saw it. There it is. Through the gates, there we go. Hear me? All black jet. I'm not sure what that was. Well, Frontier will probably swing around. So it's not. Let me see. I'm just checking my. See what the issue was here with. So it wasn't the signal. It was my computer. Hopefully my computer will keep working. It's not hot or anything, just doing some weird stuff. All right. Everything here's a little wonky. Just looking around, I don't see anything happening right now. Is that Frontier flight? Big eagle on it, really, really cool. See where that ends up. Now we have another arrival coming in. We have Breeze Airlines coming in from Charleston, flight 2101 and A220. Also have a Delta lining up on 2 left. I'll be heading to Atlanta in A321. We have a gust of wind about to blow me off this garage. That's a real cool plane. I like that plane. Alright, what else you got around here? Love that Frontier. That's, if I can find it again. Where is it? Next to that Delta. There it is. I can't see who that is. It's got to be one of the. I can't think of the name of the. I can't think of the name of that guy. I don't think it's the Grizzly. I think it's something else. That's over in the repair shop, so that's not going to be moving anytime soon. All right, we have that Breeze coming in. From Charleston. Right, they made it. Let me see, next to arrive. Next takeoff is that Delta. Nope, we got another Frontier coming in. This is Tico the Two-Toed Sloth. All right, nice. I think we'll have that Delta take off before, possibly. Let's wait to see what happens here. Can't really trust Flight Radar 24 because it's not really updating with appropriate stuff here. Alright, if the Delta taken off, you'll have the Frontier right behind it. nice. A lot of clouds up there, but it looks nice. All right, here comes that Frontier flight. Tico, the two-toed sloth. It's a very slow flight. Another cool one. I'll be parking over. I think the Frontier gates are just beyond the Americans there. So they'll be parking over there. Noosh, how you doing? Good afternoon. What else we got here? Betsy, got bomb, all right. All right, next coming in, we have a JetBlue from Boston. All right. An A220, which seems to be the plane of choice when coming out of Boston to Tampa. Flight 1191. JetBlue A220-300. Got to have Boston represent here. So cool. Trying to see where it is. Oh, it's still way out there. Wonder if I can see. So we go through these gates over here. You can see a little bit of downtown Tampa in the distance there. It's mostly obscured by buildings that are closer, but it's down there. It's our big cruise ship in there when I was driving through. Definitely can't see it from here. It's behind the buildings, but it was pretty cool. Like I said, we got the Buccaneers Stadium over here. And we have a plane taking off. Or landing. Looks like landing. Not sure what that was. I don't really see anything here. It was a coming from Baltimore, it looks like. Beach C-12. All right, we should have that JetBlue from Boston. Be here in a second. And we also have a Delta heading out. This Delta's going to be heading to Minneapolis. A321, flight 2696. It's so weird seeing all these cars between the plane and the camera. That's what I love about doing these different airports. It's just different landmarks and settings and everything going on. Here's a Boston departure. Usually it's coming down to the land of Becky and Eric, but it is, but we're already here. Coming in here, we have that Delta lining up out there. We have another Southwest coming in from Dallas. 737 MAX 8, flight 2420. Yeah, JetBlue must be probably all the way at the end, probably. Out of sight. I haven't seen a single JetBlue around here, on this side anyways. Like I said, I did go into the terminal before the show here. I went into the terminal. Like under that garage there is where all the gates are, the ticketing and everything, and they got some nice restaurants and everything in there. It's pretty cool. All right, here comes that Southwest from Dallas. winds are changing from coming right at me to coming at me from the right now. It's almost perpendicular to these runways. Yeah, so 1060. Not an exact perpendicular, but definitely has changed. Which I don't mind, feels nice. And it's not snow, it's not, I can feel my hand still. There's a lot of positive things about being here in Florida. Unless it was pure sun and 100 degrees, then I take that last statement back. All right, next to arrive, we have our first Spirit Airlines from Fort Lauderdale, the other side of the peninsula. How you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight. There's a lot of wind here today, as you can hear, but having some fun here at Tampa International Airport. There's a lot of Southwest here. We've been seeing a lot of Frontier, a lot more Frontier than normal that we see in Boston anyways, and just enjoying this. Let me just check out, we have a Spirit Airlines coming in, our first banana plane, so that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, just having fun. Let me see if I got this plane on camera here. We do have this plane on camera. We have a Velo backing up here that's going to be heading out of here. But yeah, hope you're enjoying this. Hit that like button. Like I said, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all those YouTube-y things. We have memberships as well. We have chats, stickers, all that stuff. Discord, Instagram, the PayPal tip jar, all that kind of YouTube-y things. But I'm just having fun here and enjoying myself. We got Pip Hastings here. Congrats on your retirement. I hope it's not referring to me because I am not retired. I'm just having fun. I'm not retired yet. Although I wouldn't mind being retired. That'd be pretty cool. Just enjoying. You see that train above the Velo there. That goes from the rental car to the garage I'm on to the terminal, back and forth all day long. All right, I didn't check. Is this Spirit a Spirit Sprinkles or just a regular Spirit? It's a regular Spirit. Good. I don't want to have any other kind of weird problems happening all of a sudden. Let me see if I can actually see it. Should be able to see it here in a second, briefly. It's a purebred, all yellow. See it around the corner here in a second. It's not even a Spirit scratch, it's just a regular Spirit. That JetBlue that landed from Boston is all the way over this side. I believe that's still the same one. This is the same one that landed or not. Maybe not. We'll see it wasn't. No, maybe it is. Wow, that was a long ride for that one. So that's probably why they did land different runways, because they're just closer to the gates, I'm sure. That would make sense. All right, next to arrive, we have a United Airlines 737-800, flight 2277, coming in from Dulles. didn't get to Dulles on the way down on purpose. I was thinking maybe just go to the museum there on the way home. Sorry, car in the corner of my eye. I wasn't sure if I was security or something. But nope, just a patron of the airport. Hope you guys are enjoying this though. Like I said, just having fun out here. It's what it's all about. I got that Avello heading out. Not sure if it's going left or right, we'll find out. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, which way shall I go? They haven't decided yet either. Oh, I go into one right. Also have that Spirit coming around the other side there, coming for its landing finally. We have Southwest coming in from Las Vegas. Flight 3129, 737, MAX 8. United here, United over here, and we have that Avello that's heading out to one right. And anyone coming in here? Let's see. Nobody immediately. There is another Frontier flight coming in. It is Manuel, the Squirrel Monkey livery. That's over, I don't know, trying to get my Clearwater a little bit, maybe. I don't know my Florida geography that well. What's it near? Harbor, Palm Harbor, East Lake. On the way in here, though. Two United's heading out. We got that Avello lining up. Yeah, most of the special livery here today are Frontier. A lot of Frontier flights here. Pip Hastings throwing it out there. Who's your favorite host? Pip Hastings or Pensy Plains? Oh, Pensy Plains, I have to say. I mean, spent a couple days together in Baltimore and DCA. It was awesome. We had a great time. I'm going with Pensy Plains right now. No, it's all about having fun. That's the biggest thing. All right, that Avello should be lining up, I hope. This other United decided to go to the gate. I guess it wasn't going out to the runways. That's the one that just landed not too long ago. That's what that was. All right, the wind's dying down. That's good. 100 likes. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. So cool. I love it. That's neat. Just to be at a random airport somewhere in the country. That's just so cool. Thank you guys so much. What am I looking at there? I don't even know what I'm looking at. The wind blew the camera around. All right, what's coming in here? Anything? Just waiting for that Delta to take off. It still looks like it's lining up. I'm not sure if there's a plane coming in. Yes, there was. Just a plane just came in on one right. A little, just a little plane. Coming in from Teterboro. It was a Cessna Citation Latitude. Flight 943. That's what the Velo was waiting for, this plane to come in. So that should be lining up. I don't see any other planes coming in right now. There we go. There's the call. I hear the engine. Three, two, one, ready, go. Oh, there it goes. All right. I get Pip Hastings trying to bribe me here. All right. I will take all bribes into consideration. The next board meeting of Logan and Flight, which meets on February 30th every other year. So we'll talk about that in the next meeting. All right, we have a Delta heading out to, I think we do. I can't tell if this is updated or not. Whoa. Heading out to one left. And we got Breeze just snuck in there. I just saw a Breeze airline. There it is. Heading out to one right. Those are tricky little planes. That's going to be heading to Bangor, Maine. And the arrival's coming in. Next arrival is going to be that Frontier flight manual, the Squirrel Monkey livery. An A321neo, flight 2748. That'll be landing on one left, where Delta is probably waiting to take off. Another Southwest here, jumping down, going to be heading to Dallas, 737 MAX 8, flight 2766. And we get Delta, looks like clear for takeoff, on one left. See if that pops up here in a second. And we get Frontier landing on one left as well. Man, this wind is something. I took off all my lens covers and stuff so they weren't sails, but still blowing the camera around. It should be taking off any second now. That's the rumor. Unless I already missed it. I don't see it. Right. Jeff, how you doing? Good afternoon. Hey, let me know if we're missing a lot of frame drops or anything like that. The signal here is not the best, but hey, doing what we have to do to get the best we can here. All right, where is that Frontier coming in? What I might do is do this and do this. See if this works at all. All right. So we got Frontier, the manual squirrel monkey, the squirrel monkey livery. We got that breeze taken off as well. We got back to the squirrel. We got the breeze right now. All right, let me get the squirrel monkey. That should be here in a second. There it is. Right, they made it okay. All right, we have someone taking off here I can hear. Southwest heading to Dallas. And blowing me over here too. Jeez. All right, a little quiet. Gates there. What we got coming in next here? We got United coming in from Denver at A321 Neo, flight 1010. Down through the gates here. See if I can pick it up. There we go. Sorry. Here it is. Alright, that should come out on the other side of the building here. If all things go correct. Albert and Jane, how you doing? Good afternoon. We are sitting here in Tampa, Florida. I know it was a nice week last week up in Massachusetts. Nice weather, a little bit chillier this week. Like I said, I can feel my fingers today. That's always a good thing. Alright, we got another Southwest heading out. And we got two Southwest coming in. That Southwest is going to be heading to Nashville. Next arrival is Southwest coming in from Reagan. As I said last week, was really, really cool. If you get a chance to watch it, there was some frame drops issues, but it happens. Thomas, yeah, you're not seeing the house in Winthrop, but you hear the voice. Sorry about that. We'll get that resolved in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully not too soon, though. Alright, next to arrive at Southwest. Where is it? Here it comes. Southwest. Any special? What are any special livery Southwest coming in today? The two coming in next. Neither one are special livery. They're both special. Don't get me wrong. It's not special livery. Should be popping out here in about any second now. Any second now. 3, 2, oh, there it is. Sometimes the countdown scares it so it pops out quicker. This was from Reagan. That's fine. This is from Reagan. The next one's from Baltimore. Two places out of that last week. Baltimore was Southwest heaven. They had so many Southwest planes. If you get a chance to watch the Baltimore stream, just the beginning of it, the air traffic control person, the lady that was on, was absolutely spectacular. Every plane that came in. All right, come on, be quiet there, will you? Every plane that came in, she's welcoming them to Baltimore. Come on, all right, here you go. Landings. That was a great landing. You did a great job. Turn off here. Oh, you did better than the last Southwest that landed. And it was just spectacular listening to her. I don't want to say a word. Just listen to her the entire time. And when the planes took off, that was a great takeoff. Oh, that was great. And so, if you get a chance to listen to the beginning of that show, it's just her talking was great. I recommend just for that. Not the plane stuff or anything. Just listening to ATC at Baltimore. That was just really, really cool. All right, we got a Southwest taking off, heading to Nashville. On one right. Southwest just landing on one left. I can find, there it is. Coming in from Baltimore. get Pensy Planes member for 3 months. All right. So cool. Thank you, Scott. Like I said, it was great last week at Baltimore and DC. That was really cool. That was just a great time. Does my setup require permission? The only place it's permission is required is at Boston Logan and Honolulu. Not that I've been there, but those are the only 2 airports that require permission to be streaming from different airports. Tampa is actually very friendly to people, plane spotting and everything. They actually encourage it, which is really cool. So there's no problem here. So Chaudhary, how you doing? From Pakistan. Good evening? Good morning? Good evening. All right. What do we have going on next here? We have United heading to Newark, flight 1287, 737 MAX 8. And we also have a NetJets coming in from St. Petersburg, which I can see from here, I think. Landing on one right. That came in from St. Petersburg. I think I saw a plane from St. Petersburg. I'm trying to see where it was. Like over there is St. Petersburg. And that plane just came in from there. I'm not judging or anything, just saying that was the St. Petersburg flight. Yeah, CC, throwing Scott's Pensy Planes. So cool to watch it. He's based out of Philly. He'll do Philly, he'll do Baltimore, he'll do DCA, he'll do anywhere he feels like going. That's where he'll go. I get this American flight heading out. Let's be heading to DCA. What's this camera on? Nothing. All right. Put it over here to the ramp at least. Sort of plane fly over. It's not like Boston here, where we have ramp personnel waving to us from the planes and everything. But it's still fun. All right. We got anyone coming in? We have a 757 coming in from Atlanta, flight 1167 on the downwind. We have a Southwest coming in from Indianapolis on the downwind. We have, oh no, Spirit Sprinkles just arrived on one right. I was looking at one left, wasn't looking at one right for arrivals. We lose communication. This is the reason why. That's cool. This one has many names: Spirit Sprinkles, Skittles, all different names of it. See this one in Logan a lot. Actually, that left here didn't go too far. I think this just came back. Next taking off on one right is United heading to Newark. We got a couple planes turning on the final for possibly one right or one left. I have to keep an eye on both of them now. Here is United. Spirit back. Alright, we have an American lining up on one left. We're heading to DCA. Also have Copa, I believe it is. Let me see. Is that Copa? Copa Airlines heading back to Panama City, also lining up on one left. And I haven't even checked my battery yet. I should be okay. Yep, I'm good. Alright, next to arrive is a Delta 757 coming in from Atlanta on the downwind for one left. Plane down there, I thought, maybe not. Look at, oh, there it is. Look at that flight radar. I thought that was an American Airlines down there somewhere. There it is. Discover Airlines A330 on its way. What's a Discover Airlines A330? Wow, that's a Discover Airlines A330 coming in from Frankfurt. It's on the downwind, which means a lot right now because that's all we have is wind. Let me see, where is that plane? That plane's behind us. I missed it on the to the left, right of me, but yeah, that's on its way in at A330, flight 64. Did Copa already take off? I'm losing my mind here. American Airlines took off. There's Copa. Heading to Panama City. I'm blaming the heat, losing my mind, even though it's not that bad out. Alright, we have a Delta coming in, 757, flight 1167. Where is it? I can't see. The camera's the wrong direction. We should be here any second. There we go. Can't wait for that Discover plane to come in. I haven't seen one of those before. That should be on the final turn. airport, that garage with the circular ramps there. Those are fun to drive up and down. Logan has that. Baltimore had those. Those are just fun to go up and down. What am I doing for internet? I'm doing hotspot right now on my phone. But also it's the heat, playing around with the equipment. Keeping it as cool as possible. The wind is helping a lot. But I figured this might probably be my last time in heat, or at least Florida heat, doing this, so I'll see what it did. Alright, Discover Airlines, where are you? Looks like it's lined up. Actually, we have Southwest. Actually, we got United first, coming in from Newark. Flight 794. There it is. Then I believe we have a Southwest next. Then the Discover. Yeah, first big plane today, A330. I know they do get British Airways here later on today. Alaskan Airlines has a gate here as well. All right, next is Southwest coming in from Indianapolis. I'll get this one through the gates. We got Avianca rolling out as well. Where did I see it? Between the gates. There it is. So Southwest coming in from Indianapolis, flight 1963. Snuck up on me. We got the Southwest coming in. We have Avianca rolling down for a one left departure. And we should have that A330 on final, and it is. Coming in from Frankfurt. Joker, how you doing? Good afternoon. Let me see. Oh, there it is. I'll get this one coming in. This is pretty cool. There it is over the lights. This is Discover Flight 64 coming in from Frankfurt. Coming in over the lights. Oops, doing things backwards here. Sorry about that. Sorry, I was doing things backwards here. The plane is behind me. Oh, we'll get it right over here. A330 from Frankfurt. Well, that's pretty cool. Wonder if that'll park over here where Avianca was. Sounds like it's coming back this direction, so we'll see what happens. See where this guy parks. Well, that was pretty cool. All right, we got a bunch of planes coming in here. We got a breeze trying to sneak out of here. Gonna be heading to Louis Armstrong International Airport. What good is it in the loading room? And let me see what we got coming in here. We have a JetBlue coming in next from Cancun. And then a Delta coming in from Cincinnati. Earth Day, how you doing? All right, this American taking off. Totally lost it. There it is. Trying to check flight radar. I didn't see it on flight radar, so I'm not sure where it's going. Going Dallas Fort Worth. There we go. Next to take off will be a Delta heading to Boston, flight 1362. But before that, we have an arrival, JetBlue from Cancun, an A220. Here any second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Where are you? You should be here. There it is. Oh, that's Discovery. It is coming over here. That's pretty cool. Or Discover, I should say. Not Discovery. It's our Discovery, but it's Discover plane. Yes, I saw Edelweiss land yesterday. That was pretty cool. I was checking flight radar to see what runways they were using and stuff, and I'm like, Edelweiss? That's awesome. Now we got a couple planes lined up on one right, a couple planes lined up on one left. We have a Delta coming in from Cincinnati, and we have a, looks like a Pilatus coming in on one right. So how adventurous these guys are going to be. Let's see. I think Avianca's lined up on one left. So I'll be heading out of here. Heading to Bogota, some country in South America, where both my kids are from. Heading to Bogota. So that Discover is going to be parking right over here. Yeah, looks like just lost internet. Sorry about that if you lost us here. I just don't know what happened. Hopefully you're back now. If you're back up and running, just something in the chat here just so we know. I mean, actually test it out myself. All right, we're good. I must have lost connection with something here. All right, let me see what we got going on here. All right, we have Delta. Nope, we have JetBlue, we have Breeze. So I'm looking around here, just my computer just froze on me completely, did something weird. So I'm a little discombobulated here. We do have the Delta, I believe, still heading to Boston, flight 1362. Nothing on the FedEx UPS lot over there. And here's Delta. Heading to Boston. Next here we should have a Breeze taking off heading to Louis Armstrong on one right. There we go, one right, clear for takeoff. Got some Logan whale sounds. But we're not in Logan, but we do have Logan whale sounds. And someone, I think someone in the tower keeps their microphone button pressed a little long. Keeps the static going. I was taking an American landing boat. Stick with the Breeze. I think I just heard it revving up. Heading to Nolens. At least we're getting back here. That's the one thing I'm finding about these different locations is the cell service is different. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it goes, all different things. All right, we also have a Southwest lined up on one right and plenty of wind heading to DC. I can hear it cranking already. this Discovery here is Discover, I should say. My bad. I got their doors open. Unloading that. Okay, we have one lined up for takeoff. We have a Southwest coming in from Denver. 737-900 flight 1510. Be here in 1 second. Cool view of the plane. In Boston, we don't see the big planes like this getting unloaded. They're usually over at Terminal E parking garage, Terminal E, not where we are usually. The one location we can see the big planes, we can't see anything else but big planes. Can't see takeoffs and landings or anything. Although from Bayswater Street, I think it's possible from a distance. Southwest coming in from Denver. And we have United Airlines behind that, coming in from Houston. Not quite here yet. So hope you guys are enjoying this. Just having some. So we get there we go. Some fun here today at Tampa International Airport. This is Mike, Logan, and Flight on top of the economy parking garage at Tampa. And this thing just keeps moving. The economy parking garage at Tampa. And yeah, just basically different venue, different camera angles, different everything. It just makes my side of the job fun because I have to look different directions and can see things happening, which is cool. Like we just had this American just land. Didn't even tell me it was landing. Where is it? There it is. We're taking off. Taking off. Heading somewhere. Yeah, so just different perspectives. Like I said, I went to the terminal itself, outside of ticketing, and checked that out. See what that was all about. And that was pretty neat. Yeah, just like I said, just different airports, different places, just have different experiences, which is really, really cool. I like it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here, wherever I end up. Next week or so, who knows? I'm not planning on anything crazy. I'm planning on driving home eventually, but I may stop somewhere. I don't know. So, let me see. Yeah, we got some wind here, all right. It is definitely windy. That is for gosh darn sure. It seems to be changing too. So what's air nav say? 50 degrees, it was 60 degrees, so yeah, it's coming in from our right. These runways pretty much are lined up north and south. They're landing on the red, 01 left mainly, and taking off on 01 left mostly, and 01 right, taking off on that, and some of the smaller planes are landing on 01 right as well. So yeah, it's like I said, it's just fun checking these different airports out. All different configurations, and I'm so used to Logan Airport. I'm used to that craziness. So stuff like this, it's good to just throw some monkey wrenches into the whole mix. All right, I hear a plane, propeller plane. It's a Beach C-12. Maybe taking off. Or maybe not on one right. No, I definitely hear it. say where they were going, but definitely going somewhere. Old Mount New Jersey donated 5 gifted memberships. So cool. Let me see. We got Nathan Joseph, Amadeus, KCN, PK Saint Amour. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's everybody. Hunter. Maybe that's the first one. Congratulations, guys. You get a gifted membership from Old Mount, New Jersey. I think it's called. I would put it on the screen, but my screen chat thing isn't working correctly today. But I didn't want to prevent the stream from happening. But thank you so much. That is so cool. Thank you so much. It's great. That's awesome. Thanks for the support. You guys have memberships for 1 month, and if you want to renew, you can renew it. And yeah, I'll be throwing some. I do some memberships out there, member-only videos, and or you have to release this before they go out to the general public. So cool. All right, what we got next here? Nobody lined up. We have a KX. What is this one? Cayman Airways, coming in from Georgetown. Landing here in Tampa. Flight 326, 737, MAX 9. And then we have Alaskan coming in behind that. That's right, that's 737, MAX 9. Cayman Airlines, that's Flight 202, MAX 8 from Georgetown. Alright, if I can see it. I see it coming in, but it's not quite here yet. This will be another plane I've not seen before. That'd be pretty cool. And Alaskan Airlines coming in. That's always nice. A little taste of home. We got Spirit Airlines there backing up. That's going to be, see if I have that information yet. Nothing on Spirit yet. But it is backing up there, so that's going to be heading out somewhere. All right, here comes that. Cayman Airways. It already. Eric Thompson, how you doing? All right, that's me out of sight, and we'll get it back over here on the runway. That's a cool looking plane. And behind us we have an Alaskan Airlines. Like a comfort plane, like the mashed potatoes, you know? Just used to have it right in front of me at Logan Airport. Old Mount New Jersey, welcome to the membership. So cool. Loganinflight fun. Another good part about these different locations is just different planes. Planes I don't usually see, unless they're being rerouted or something at Logan. So Eric, how you doing? I see you in the chat here. Yeah, that's an MD-11. I saw that earlier, the UPS one. Let me, so we got that Alaskan coming in a second here. I'm just mesmerized by this plane real quick here. After the Alaskan lands, I'll go back over to the MD-11s that are over in the UPS and FedEx area. That's cool. All right, here's Alaskan Airlines. Coming in from Seattle. So yes, we have we got Spirit Airlines heading out here to one right as well, and right above that we have the UPS MD-11. You can tell the engine's all blocked up. So that's been grounded. That's over there as well. And there's also a FedEx. Where is that one? MD-11 right there. We got Spirit heading to one right. We got some colorful tails over here. JetBlue American and Cayman Airways. And we also have Air Canada Rouge. That's heading out. All kinds of fun stuff happening now. It's going to be heading back to Toronto. I like the tails here. That's pretty cool. All right. We have a Delta 757 lined up on one left, heading back to Atlanta, flight 1720. And it's on the roll. Face this way, Mike. Here we go. And rotate. Out of here. Like I said, we have the Air Canada Rouge heading out to one left. We got Spirit Airlines heading out to one right. And we have a plane coming in. Who's this one? Cayman Airways Express. Where did I lose that plane to? There it is. Coming in on one right. So we got a bunch of planes coming in here, all different shades and colors and types. Just looking for that Cayman Airlines Express. Hold. Your plane is very important to us. Should be coming in one right somewhere. Like a mini-me version of the big one. That's cool. And we got Alaskan Airlines popping around wherever they're going to park. Alright, looks like Spirit Airlines is lining up. Airways on the way here, a whole bunch of planes coming in, and the wind is just going crazy all of a sudden. Wow, it's a lot of wind. This is crazy up here. I love it. All right. I might get Southwest going here. Oh, we just had that Rouge take off. Alright, so we got Spirit lining up and wait on one right. Looks like Alaskan Airlines is waiting for a spot. Probably just waiting for a ground crew to wave it in. What am I smelling? Like burnt rubber now, that's what I'm smelling. Cayman Express still chugging around here. Alright, one right for takeoff. I think that's Southwest. That's the Spirit, I believe. Get a bunch of these takeoffs, and we have a bunch of arrivals coming in as well. Keep an eye out for the couple of big planes taking off as well, coming in. We have the British Airways coming in. Probably last in line. And here's Spirit. Next on one right, we have like a Southwest heading to Pittsburgh. And on one, oops, I guess I'm even looking at. And on one left coming in here, we have American Airlines coming in from Miami, the other side of the peninsula. Here it comes, should be here in a second. It's American from Miami, and we have Southwest heading to Pittsburgh. Now it's getting crazy here. All right, next taking off to United, heading to Denver. Actually, sorry, a private owner heading to Fort Lauderdale and a Pilatus. Then we have United. And we should have a Southwest coming in from San Diego. Got here now. Let's see. We have that Alaskan at the ramp. Finally, good. And we got Southwest coming in from San Diego. Somewhere. Coming in on one right. Should see in any second here. I was landing on one left. I have that United taking off, heading to Denver, flight 1773, and A321neo. Wish that guy would not keep his finger keyed on the mic. But hey, it's not my job. All right. Nobody lined up on one right. We have a breeze coming in on one right, coming in from Raleigh, Durham. Sorry, one left. An A220. And 777 is not too far out. It was a little north of us at the time. All right, CC. All right. Just going through different things here. Make sure I don't miss the chat here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And we just had a plane land. And I have no idea what that was. It doesn't show up on the radar here. All right, we got a breeze coming in from Raleigh, Durham. Southwest heading to Albany on two right, one right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was watching that breeze earlier and I went away from it. I don't know why I did. Southwest caught me off guard, I think. All right, let me just get my bearings here. Next coming in is a JetBlue from JFK. Then we have Delta. We have the 777 Speedbird, about 10 minutes north of us, then has to go around and come in. So that'll be here in a little bit. We have a private jet taking off. Or landing, sorry. We should take a right turn over to the private jet area, and it will be. I'm just jumping all around here. There's a step here, so I'm stepping down, coming back up, going around, jumping everywhere. So if you see me out of camera's flipping around, it's because I'm trying to get to the camera to move it around the right way, which is just another layer of fun here. I love this. All right, we get JetBlue coming in from JFK. Should be here any second now. A320. One of this place gets like Logan when a big plane comes in. Everyone sort of slows down. Oh, we got the Frontier, America's green airlines livery. That's going to be heading out. That's going to be going to Philadelphia, Pensy Plains, Philly Special. That's another cool looking plane there. The Eagle on it. Let's see if I can see British Airways on the approach here. Might be too far away. All right, next to arrive, we have a Delta coming in from LaGuardia. There it is, rumor has it. A321. Flight 2454. I live under one right for final. Oh, wow. The NASA Super Guppy is southeast of Tampa, heading west. Let's take your word for it. I'm not seeing anything here. I got so many planes on my radar, I can't tell. Next coming in is American Airlines E175. Coming in from Nashville. It's a little bit different here in Florida than Boston. Florida, you can see forever. The ground is flat. Not as many hills and stuff and undulations in the ground. Alright, that should be here any second. Five, four, three, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was a car. Messed me up. There it is. MacDill. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the different area around here. I see British Airways should be right of me somewhere. I do not see it. Is it about 5,000 feet? Oh, we have American Airlines coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm surprised I can't see that British Airways. There is cloud cover, but I think it's above 5,000. Anyways, American Airlines, flight 3002. $737-800. Usually good at spotting planes. Now we've got a Gulfstream taking off on one right. That just screamed out of here. We know where that's going. It's going to Puerto Plata. All right, next to arrive, we have Delta heading to coming from Minneapolis. And Speedbird is right to the right of me. Yet I still can't see it. Oh, it's way up there. It's up. It is above the clouds. All right. I'm looking around, looking for that Speedbird. All right. Next to arrive is that Delta. Coming in from Minneapolis. Flight, it's an A321, flight 2264. I didn't hear the Frontier, the green airline is heading back to the gate, it looks like. So something up with that. We got a JetBlue over here, sneaking around. Doesn't like being on camera. It's going to be heading to Boston. An A220. Flight 2825. It's a little camera shy, I think. Sneaking around, not letting me see it. All right, yeah, so I don't know why that Frontier is heading back. It must have been a call on the radio. I just didn't hear it. see where things are here. You have that JetBlue, going to be heading to Boston on one right. We have a Southwest coming in on one left. On its way in from Chicago Midway. We have the Boeing 777, flight 2167. Looks like it might be turning for final. So we got a couple planes coming in here, and just that JetBlue on one right, getting ready to take off. We also have a Delta here, 757. That's probably, where did that come from? Atlanta or Detroit? Detroit. Heading back to Detroit. Southwest should be here any second now. Hope you're enjoying this. Just like I said, just having fun here. Have camera will travel. And just bringing you different airports. All my cameras are on vacation. Yeah, so much I don't know what's up with the Frontier. I do not know what happened. It went out. It flew in while we were here. It went out and then wanted to go back home. No idea why. Alright, we should have British Airways on final turn here. I wonder if I can actually see it. See the reference point, there it is. I saw it out there. I don't think that's it, is it? Yep, that is it. I thought it was still on the turn. I'm probably not going to do this. I'm doing the camera backwards. So I'm not finding... There it is. That's Speedbird 777 coming in on one left. Yeah, we're at DC. I was doing one camera backwards, one camera forward. That was crazy. Anything else happen here? No, nothing going on here. All right. So it's pointing right at me, even though that runway's about a half-mile away from me to the plane's left. Just with the crosswind. JetBlue just took off to Boston. Safe travels to you. Yeah, serious crabbing today. Alright, now it should pop up on the other side here. There we go. Speedbird has arrived at Tampa. 777. And per Eric, I think it says the biggest bird you get here. Well, that's going to park over here too, next to Discover. Well, isn't that neat? That was cool. That's another first time here. A Speedbird, me seeing a Speedbird here at least, not at Logan. Neat. And looks like we got a Southwest heading out to one right. Unless we got someone taking off on one right. Maybe not. But hi guys, this is Mike, top of the economy parking garage here at Tampa International Airport. And just having some fun. I've been out here for about 2.5 hours or so. I have no timeline of when I'm going to get in and out of this place. So I'm just going to have fun. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. It's the best way you're going to find me when I randomly pop up places. You know, different places or just Boston. So when I'm in Boston, it can happen pop-ups can happen many times in Boston because I'm closer and I'm closer to my schedule there too. So if something frees up, I'm headed into Boston. So that's the best. So subscribing is the best way to find me out there for sure. But let's get Speedbird here coming over. This must be the international terminal on this side here. Which is horrible, having all these nice planes in front of us. I do have a Southwest taking off, heading to Austin. I don't know where Speedbird's going. Alright, what else we got going on here? We have a Delta coming in from Detroit. We have Delta taking off, landing, sorry, from Atlanta. Right behind Speedbird. We have it's like a Pilatus taking off. We got Spirit Skittles here. It's like heading out of here. Nothing personal, but hey, you can go. We got Liam Babson promoting Cappies. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm a food guy. I'm always talking about a seafood place in Boston, even though I've been there a couple times and it's really good. the Speedbird here. Try to make up its mind where to go. There it is. Boom. Not knowing where it wants to go. Alright, we have another Southwest heading to Las Vegas. 737. Alright, take your finger off the microphone button on the ATC here, please. Alright, get that Spirit there. We got a Speedbird. Another Southwest taking off. Gonna be heading to Chicago Midway. I think, anyways. That was the rumor. Joker, thank you so much for the support. Love it. And there is Southwest heading to Chicago Midway. All right. It's been windy and dry. Red flag warning for sure. Oh, Kelly, all right. Buck 99. I'll be home eventually. Thanks, Cal. Alright, still got Speedbird out here. Waiting for some room in the inn. Alright, now we have a Spirit Sprinkles there, heading to Chicago. Holding short of one right, waiting for some kind of time before we can take off. We have United coming in on one left. Still a ways away, but it's coming in from Newark, and behind that we have one coming from Philly. Another Frontier coming in. Honey the Badger livery, which is what I thought that other plane was that was here. Alright, Spirit Skittles taking off, heading to Chicago on one right. Wait till you hear that engine roar. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just like I said, just having fun. Different airports, different sounds, different cues. Flag in the background. Where's the flag in the background? Could be any flags around here. Yeah, the wind is definitely gusting. Having its moments. Alright, there we go. Now I hear the engines. Ooh, and the rough engine. There it is. All right. They are out of here. I'll probably shoot for maybe 5 o'clock or so. Still got to drive an hour back to where I'm vacationing from. So what else we got here? The RJs. Yep, we got the stadium over there. Said that United land from Newark. Up behind Speedbird there, just landed. Another Spirit lining up, Southwest lining up on one right. That's going to be heading to Nashville. What's this thing? Celebrate. Oh, Kelly's. Looks like Kelly's super chat was the 100th super chat on the live stream. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I didn't know they're keeping track of that kind of stuff. Thanks a lot, Eric. 1 hour plus for the traffic. I really don't care. I just like driving and having fun. Looking out the window, seeing things I don't usually see, you know. So at least I got Speedbird there. What's next to arrive? We have American Airlines coming from Philly, a Philly special, 737-800, flight 3229. Try my backwards camera again. This has been a lot of fun out here in Tampa. Like I said, just a new airport, new planes, Discover, the Caymans. That's just so cool. That's so neat. All right, there's American sneaking by me. My Speedbird. There we go. All right. Do we have nothing lined up? All right. Wasn't sure if we had the one right had a departure, but it did not. So I wonder if Speedbird's waiting for this Discover to get out of here. What else we got coming in here? We have... next to arrive is Frontier, Honey the Badger livery. Looking to see any other special liveries coming in here. See Southwest, Southwest, Southwest. DC, DC, DC. All right, so next coming in is Frontier. Oh, and Speedbird is finally moving. Oh, there we go. Not sure where moving to, but definitely moving. And so we got the one left arrival for Frontier. Thanks, Kel. I will do my best to drive safely. It's a straight shot up Route 4. It's not bad. All right, Speedbird is pulling into the gate somewhere. We'll see where it ends up. All right, we got one right, clear for takeoff, and I see nothing there. I don't hear anything. Yeah, so just, yeah, I'd say I'll probably finish up here around 5 o'clock, like 10 minutes or so. Pack up, maybe get some dinner or get a snack on the way back, and enjoy the rest of the day. This has been fun. This has been a lot of fun doing this. Seeing these different planes that I don't always see, like especially the Discover. The Cayman one, that was pretty cool. There we go. I'm not sure where Speedbird's going. Maybe hopping on the going around the corner there. All right, I see now. There's one more gate to the right of Discover, and that's where it's going. Yeah, so I just hope you guys enjoyed this. Just a pop-up. You guys are hitting the like button like crazy. We got 202 likes. So cool. Thank you guys so much. That is great. Just fun for a pop-up show. I love it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm in relax mode, vacation, enjoying this. Some people go to the theme parks. Some people do this. Some people do that. Not that I'm not doing that, but I'm also out here having fun with you guys. We're bringing a different airport to you guys. A couple last week, this one this week. I may do another one later this week. We'll see what happens, see when I get out of here. And yeah, so like I said, subscribe, turn on the notifications. It's the best way you'll pop up and find out that I'm out here. But right now we'll get Frontier coming in, and I will try and get that, try and capture this flight coming in. Should be here in about 9 seconds. 202 likes, so that's awesome. That's great. Honey the Badger livery. There's no spot directly where I can go and see all the Frontier planes that are here. I see the green one there. That one just maybe backing out again. I'm not sure why it went over there. It could have been any reason that we may not know. Moving forward, all right, they may have a chance to get out of here. Timing-wise, that might be the last plane. We'll see. All right, we have Speedbird finally at a gate. Next to Discover. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this airport. I've been enjoying all the airports. Each one has their own unique characteristic. That makes it pretty cool. I see a clear for takeoff for United. I don't see it at the end of the ramp yet. So end of the runway, I should say. All right, we got the Frontier here. Heading back out. We'll try it again. We don't know why I went back. The quick turnaround, it might have been a medical thing, potentially. If it was an engine thing or a plane thing, I think it would have taken longer. But that's just me. But they'll be finally heading out of here, heading to Philadelphia. Philly special. We got Southwest coming in, 737 MAX 8, coming in from Nashville next. And we got United Airlines taking off, heading to Cleveland, flight 2144 on one right. The engine thunder, so I like that. All right. Frontier is just about there. Let me check the radar, see if this, see if something's gonna happen. If it does happen, I may stay a little longer. Nope, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I was gonna say if that FedEx was taking off anytime soon, the MD-11. But I do not see it here listed anywhere. Alright, American taking off on one left, heading to Charlotte in a 321, flight 2905. At least that's the rumor. Yep, okay, I can hear engine starting up. Hey, Italian Paulie, how you doing? Sitting here in Tampa. Long way away from Manchester. Although there are Breeze Airlines here, so it's pretty cool. Alright, they're out of here. We have Frontier lining up on one left. They'll be heading to Philly. We have Southwest. Somewhere over here, there it is, heading to one right. That's going to be heading to Atlanta. Alright, Frontier's got the clearance to take off. engine revving. Here it comes. Yeah, we can see him forever here. It's crazy. All right, I think that's going to do it for today. Been out here for about 3 hours or so. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little different location. It was pretty cool. And yeah, I'll be on again sometime. Which I'll be on, of course I'll be on again sometime. Who knows when, though. Like I said, subscribe, turn on notifications. The best way you'll find me out here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little impromptu vacation from vacation. I will see you guys next time. Mods, thank you guys so much for everything. Some weird hours this past couple weeks, so no, thanks for hopping in here today. That's been great. And everyone else, thank you so much for the support. All over the place, through the chats, just through sending me messages and everything. Thank you guys so much for all the support and everything. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of the week, a great evening. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.